Let's bring in Ayaan Hirsi Ali. She's a human rights activist, and founder of the AHA Foundation, which fights violence against women. She's a brilliant person, and everybody should follow her and what she has to say. And I wonder what you think about the situation with the progressives feeling like they are owed something from the Biden-Harris administration. But to Kevin McCarthy's point, progressivism and socialism didn't really work.
Dana, thank you for those kind words. I mean, talk about walking a tightrope. Wow. First of all, I want to make 3 points. One, the people we want to congratulate the most are the founding fathers of this nation, because it's such a genius. I looked at the election outcome and I thought, my God, these people are forced to compromise, work together. Number one. Number two, the left and the far left, the moderate left want, they just want to go back to politics as normal, but the far left are not going to let them do it. Set that aside, Dana, and say, how about we shift the conversation away from politics and litigation to policies? And I imagine a time when Mitch McConnell and Joe Biden actually sit together and say, what is it that we can do together? That will be corona relief, infrastructure, immigration. And I bet you, who is going to frustrate that? The Squad, the Ocasio-Cortezes of this world, the hard left on the left.
And so how should somebody like Biden deal with them?
Tell them to fuck off.
This is where we started with the tightrope walking. And I think that we just have to explain to them the country is in the middle. They don't want far right. They don't want far left. This election tells you one thing. The American population wants to be in the center, and they want to work together.
And so
that's what
we are going to see if that is possible. But in the meantime, you have the left, the Democrats who are saying, let's unify now. Of course, there are many people, millions of them, 71 million people are very disappointed that their side appears, to have lost, at least on the presidential side, but they did well across the board at state legislatures. We just talked about the Congress and in the Senate. Is conservatism actually on the ascendancy?
I mean, it depends on how you define conservatism, but I will tell you, businesses were not boarding up because people who lost on the conservative side would be looting and rioting and doing terrible things. That didn't happen. It was about the hard left is really wired up, fired up, and if they can't get what they want, they're going to do bad stuff. But then the adults in the room need to stand up and to say, look, this is the reality we live in. This is the country we live in. This is what we want. If you don't want it, and I want to refer you to the interview that AOC did with the New York Times, she ends her interview with, I don't know if I'm going to run for higher office or if I'm going to have a homestead. I would say in the case that she really doesn't understand the reality on the ground, go have your homestead.
Yeah. Ayaan Hirsi Ali, you're my favorite adult in the room. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Great speaking to you.